Well, new this morning, the FDA has pulled the only drug once approved to prevent premature births. And the eye drop recall we've been telling you about is affecting more people today. Joining us with these updates is WWL-TV medical correspondent Dr. Corey Hebert. Thank you so much for being here. And let's start with the FDA getting rid of Makena.
Yeah, now I really wanted to put this out there because I want people just to recognize that when we give an accelerated protocol for a medicine because there was no other alternative, I don't want people to think that we stop evaluating this particular medicine. So about 10 years ago, this medicine came out. I mean, it was for preterm birth. There are no other things that are available for this. And, you know, people were using it, and it was anecdotal evidence after a while, meaning that people were using it and the studies showed that it did work at the beginning, but then it started to see that we didn't think it was working very well, right? So what we did was we did another evaluation, and we saw that it really wasn't working, even though some doctors were saying, well, it works sometimes, doesn't work sometimes. But we did the new evaluation, and we showed that the risk of the medicine was not worth the benefit of the medicine, meaning that it didn't work very well. And if you take a medicine that doesn't work, you really shouldn't be using it. So at this point, we're taking it off the market. Now, there is no other medicine for preterm birth, and African American women are affected by this more because we know that there's an increase in preterm birth in the African American community. But the issue is, we can't just give medicine for things and it does not work. And I'm throwing this out there because throughout all of COVID, everybody was saying, oh, you had emergency use authorization for all these medicines, and now what was going to happen? It was just all these medicines are going to cause a lot of problems. Now, that is not related to this particular medicine, but I do want people to recognize that we are constantly reevaluating these medicines with the FDA so that we can know if medicines do work over a period of time. We can't just say, oh, it works for my friend, and so I think it works. No, we do this in giant studies, and if it doesn't work, we pull it off the market, and I want people to know that their system is working for them.
All right, moving on, the eye drop recall we've been talking about for months now is affecting more people.
Yes, now this is something that I want, this is an interesting thing this morning because, I like when I have like a cold, you go to your doctor and say, Doc, give me a Z-Pack, man. I just really need some antibiotics. Don't do that, because what happens over time is that we breed resistant organisms. So this particular eye issue is caused by a bacteria called Pseudomonas, and Pseudomonas is something that we used to be able to treat. But now, because everybody gave eye drops and eye ointment for any time you thought you had some type of pink eye, now there is no way to kill this particular bacteria that is in the eye, and it is causing people to die. So the manufacturers are it's Ezricare and Delsum. If you use these medicines for the eye, please, I want you not to use them, okay? 68 infections, 3 deaths in 16 states. But it's a drug-resistant bacterial infection that's causing the problem, because we have all types of bacteria in the eye all the time that we treat. But this one is causing a problem, folks. So please, if you start having eye issues after using these artificial tears or any other ones, go to your doctor immediately, because we got to jump on this so you won't lose your eye or lose your life.
All right, and there's an Ebola-like disease that is spreading. It's not here in the United States. They say it's not the next COVID, but people need to be aware.
Yes, okay, so Marburg virus, okay? This has been around for a very long time. It's in Equatorial Guinea and also in Tanzania, okay? But it is a hemorrhagic fever. It causes death in almost 90% of the people. We don't really have a cure, and it's over there floating around. So please, folks, keep your hands washed. Be vigilant about this stuff, because you never know when somebody is going to come from one of those places, come here, and these things can spread. And like I said, no matter if it's rare, if it happens to you in your house, it's 100%, folks. So please keep those hands washed. I was in the airport the other day, and dude came in the airport bathroom and then did his business and then just walked out. Didn't wash his hands, didn't say nothing, just walked out. And I thought that was pretty gross. So please, don't let me catch you in the airport doing that, all right?
I think that's pretty gross, too.
I think it's pretty gross.
You said this is an old virus that's just kind of...
Marburg virus has been around for a very long time, but all these things have been around a long time that always come back if we don't take our vaccines and do what we're supposed to do. Wash up.
All right, great advice as always. Thank you so much. And
right.
Dr. Hebert visits every Tuesday on the Eyewitness Morning News. If you've missed his previous updates, you can get his expert opinion on our app, YouTube page, and our website, WWLTV.com. All right, let's get over to Peyton.
All right, thank you all.